Okay.
So, I think talking to them, and like you were saying, talking about hospice, when Yoli comes and tells about the different things that hospice offers, it's going to help take away the stigma.
I think I remember Yoli, and when I went and talked and spoke.
That's her.
Yeah,
Very
she's
nice
really
lady.
yes, and she's a nurse, correct?
She is,
and she's a healthcare liaison.
Yes,
I remember. So that will be great for her to come on and talk and discuss about hospice and how this is a great resource for families who are in this season.
I agree.
With their family. Hello, welcome to the Dear Encourager podcast, where real stories meet radical hope. Hosted by Vanessa Scott and Keisha Nix. This space is made for anyone navigating the journey of chronic illness and caretakers seeking connection, compassion, and a community that gets it. Each episode, we bring you conversations that uplift, strategies that empower, and encouragement you can carry with you throughout everyday life.
Hi, everybody. Hey, Vanessa.
Keisha.
It's so good to see you.
I am happy to be back with you.
I'm so glad you were here.
Well, everybody, we're going to talk about Dear Encourager. I know we've had new people join us, so we just want to make sure that everybody understands what Dear Encourager is, why we were established, and what we're all about.
Yes.
So, Keisha, I'll let you go since this is her original baby.
She kills me when she says, but yes, Dear Encourager is my baby. I created Dear Encourager because I had been going, and I am still going through a test of faith, a test of just life, because life be life. And I don't know if you know about that.
Yes.
It was a period where I just felt like no one understood what I was going through. And I also felt like my husband and my family and my friends had just gotten to a point where they didn't understand me anymore, where they felt that I should just suck it up, move on. And I had told Vanessa, God had told me that I needed to come up with a support group for people who had long-term conditions like me. And she said, "Oh, that sounds good. You should make it also for people who have been caregivers." And I was like, "No, I don't need to do that." And she was like, "Yes, you do." And then she reminded me
that I was a caregiver for 7 years. I was a caregiver of my mother, but before my mother, I was also a caregiver of my grandfather. So I helped my mom with my grandfather. So I wanted to remind Keisha that, as she was just saying, that she felt like people didn't understand her because they didn't. And that's a hard pill to swallow when this person who's strong, who's independent, who's a firecracker is no longer those things. And you have to change your interaction with them. She was the person that people depended on. And now those same people she had to depend on. And that's a hard transition for a lot of people, that now that you're not taking care of me anymore. For Deron, that was probably something that he was not used to. He was used to his firecracker, his dynamite by his side. And so that was something hard. So I just wanted to make sure that Keisha looked at both sides of the coins. That, yes, she was struggling with her new norm and all of her conditions, because that was a challenge too for you, because you weren't that person that everyone depended on, that everyone, you were responsible, you were independent, you were there for everyone because you were also a caregiver, and now you are needing to be cared for. So that was hard for both parties.
Yeah, it really was. And, so here we are now, been organized,
Established
for a year now. And we are happy with things that, that have surfaced and been created. We've gone from our days of "help me, Lord," trying to figure out how we gonna do this wonderful Thursday nights that we tried to produce
live
Thursday Night Live. They were very live and creative. We should have fired the production. Oh, wait.
That was us.
We stayed true and we kept trying, and you have been seeing what's been going on and the changes that have been made. And we hope you've been sharing um, the actual podcast that you've been seeing with your friends, with your family, with your coworkers, with your mailman, with your enemies, everybody. We really hope you've been sharing, because we have been trying to at least offer you resources and education,
Yes.
because that's part of what we've been doing. And we're hoping within this second year that we can get to a point that you all are going to reach out to us and let us know when you're ready, so we can actually start rolling out the next portion of our vision, which is to actually have the virtual
support groups. And to do that, as you know, it's a cost. So Dear Encourager is nonprofit, which means that we depend on others supporting us, contributing to us. And we do have cups, we have mugs, t-shirts, or you can just donate.
You can order all of that on our actual website,
dearencourager.org. So this is a great time to support us. And if you are not able to support us monetary, please share. You can share, you can like, please subscribe to all of our social platforms. That helps us help you.
Yes.
And this is why we were created. We're both in the giving field. I'm a counselor by nature and by gift. Keisha is a nurse by nature and by gift.
And I'm doing new things in a new season. I know some people who have chronic conditions, you may have also had to recreate yourself and find a new purpose within what you have to do for your life. And so that's what I'm doing. I have changed my profession, and I'm giving it a new way. And so that's some things that we've also been talking about with Dear Encourager. You may have to suck it up and change your new normal,
Right.
So
And there's nothing wrong with that.
nothing at all.
There's a time and a season for everything. Just think about as you've grown. You're not the same person you were at 5, 10, 15, 25. And things happen in our lives. So we can live in our purpose. And Keisha did not know why certain things started happening to her, but then God gave her her vision that she's a warrior. She has been through the battle. She's conquering them. We're on this platform and we want you to conquer your battles. And that's what we're here to help you do.
Find community
and find strength in your weaknesses. Exactly. And that's what you've done. When you say she's recreated herself, she has. She's found strength in her weaknesses. And that's hard for a lot of us. Like I said, especially when you've been independent, especially when you've been the person that everyone leans on and depends on. That's a hard transition, but you're doing it. And you're doing it gracefully. You may not think that you're doing it gracefully, Keisha, but you are.
And the two of us have learned that we need to listen to our own advice. Go back and listen to some of our podcasts. We have learned that we have needed to remove some bricks from our backpacks.
Yes.
You can find with us. You don't have to even be a healthcare warrior, which is what we call the people who are going through life with many health challenges. You don't even have to be that. You can just be a regular human being that's calling yourself completely healthy. But you can still be that person who is trying to take on too much, who likes to tell everybody yes, who is a people pleaser, and you can do things that is just too much. Learn with us what not to do.
Yes. Know in whatever season you're in your season, you're in the right season. And it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to know that the load is too heavy. It's okay to tell others no. And that's hard. That's something that I'm still learning, because by nature and by gift, as I said, I'm a caregiver. I'm a person who's always giving, and I allow myself to be that sacrificial lamb. Do not do that. When you listen to your body and you listen to your mind, and when it's saying I'm tired, rest. And sometimes those people are going to have to figure it out. And if they can't figure it out, not your problem.
No, not at all.
Problem. and that's definitely hard, but it's definitely needed. Because if you don't take care of you, how are you going to take care of those people that you love so dearly?
Exactly. And also, being that this is a month of June, we're going to be focusing on different things, but it's Men's Mental Awareness Month. Did you know there was a such thing? Did you know that? Man, we didn't forget about you, even though we did actually bring it up in last month's Mental Health Awareness Month. But we just want to let you know, men, that you're very important to us, and we're going to focus on that more. But it's not just about people with chronic illnesses. We're trying to help everyone because that's who we are and what we do. We just try to pull on too much at a time sometimes. But just know that we're going to be having little tidbits for everyone throughout the month. But just know that it is important to us that men, you are important. You are appreciated. You are supposed to be able to express your feelings. You are supposed to be able to cry if you need to. It is not an issue if you do cry.
You are human. So humans have emotions.
Exactly.
So you are able to express them, and you're able to be able to say that I'm not okay. You're able to say, hey, the load is heavy as well, and do what you need to do to take care of you. So in this month, we will address some of these concerns and issues and mental health. But until then, it was great being here again with you, Keisha.
I'm so glad she's here, y'all.
I love coming here and getting filled up. So make sure that you create those spaces where you're refueling when you need to. But as always, Dear Encourager is here, dearencourager.org. Please like, share, subscribe to all of our social platforms. DM us, email us, reach out. We're here.
Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube, Spotify,
TikTok,
Twitter. Oh, nope.
No, not that place. We're not there.
I need to cut.
What?
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Facebook,
Instagram,
YouTube,
TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Dear underscore encourager.
DearEncourager.org.
How about Corlin just put it on the thing?
Thanks again for tuning in to Dear Encourager. We hope today's episode brought you comfort, strength, and a reminder that you're not alone.